Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Veena Sethi, Associate Professor in Chemistry, and my today's topic is borax. Borax means sodium tetraborate decahydrate. Means कि हम क्या बनाने वाले हैं Na2B4O6 10H2O हम ये बनाने वाले हैं। ये बोरेक्स का दूसरा नाम और क्या होता है, इसको हम टिनकेल भी कहते हैं और इसको हम सुहागा भी कहते हैं। और ये हमारे वर्ल्ड में और इंडिया में कहाँ कहाँ मिलता है, ये तिब्बत, इंडिया, सिलोन, कैलिफोर्निया यहाँ मिलता है। और जनरली कहाँ मिलता है, जो ऑलरेडी ड्राइड लेक हैं, जो लेक्स सूख चुकी हैं, वो उन लेक्स के इनलैंड मतलब लेक्स के अंदर नीचे अर्थ के अंदर मिलता है। तो हाउ वी कलेक्ट इट, हम ड्राइड लेक्स का जो इनलैंड पोर्शन है वी टेक इट, और हम एडवांटेज किसका लेते हैं कि इसकी जो सॉल्युबिलिटी है इन water at 100 degree centigrade, it is very high. It is approximately 101 gram per 100 grams of water. So you can see that in 100 grams of water we can dissolve more than 100 grams of borax. And at 0 degree centigrade it is 13 gram per 100 gram of water. It means there is a big gap between solubility at 100 degree centigrade and 0 degree centigrade. तो हम क्या करते हैं, इसी का एडवांटेज लेते हैं। हाउ कि हम पहले इस ड्राइड लैंड को, ये जो अर्थ क्रस्ट से मिलेगा वेयर एक्सेस ऑफ बोरेक्स इज देयर, हम इसको 100 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे क्या करते हैं, डिसॉल्व कर लेते हैं। देन वी गेट इट फिल्टर्ड। अब फिल्टर करने के बाद क्या होगा, इम्प्यूरिटीज विल कम इन दिस फिल्टर पेपर ओनली इन फनल। नाउ द सॉल्यूशन at 100 degree centigrade, because this solution has temperature 100 degree centigrade, so this filtrate will also have 100 degree centigrade temperature almost. Now we cool it. जब हम इसको कूल करते हैं तो क्रिस्टल्स ऑफ बोरेक्स आर ऑब्टेन्ड, और फर्स्ट जो इम्प्यूरिटीज है दे गेट सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम दिस स्टेप ओनली। तो इन दिस वे वी कैन गेट बोरेक्स। और दूसरा हम इसको कैसे बनाते हैं, नेक्स्ट मेथड इज colmanite. Colmanite is the ore of borax. We take colmanite and we take solution of colmanite and we treat it with sodium carbonate or soda. Then we get borax, calcium carbonate as a precipitate and calcium hydroxide. And now this borax is collected from after cooling the solution, because there is a big gap in the solubility. Now next method is boric acid. Some amount of borax is prepared by this method also. Boric acid is neutralized with sodium carbonate and we get borax and H2O and CO2. So these are the preparations of borax. Properties of borax. Properties of borax, we see that borax occurs in nature in three forms. First, prismatic. It is ordinary form which occurs mostly everywhere. This is octahedral form and this is borax form. The prismatic form's formula is Na2B4O7 10H2O. It means it is decahydrate and it is hydrated form of borax. And it is obtained when borax solution is cooled up to room temperature, or we can say that when borax solution is crystallized at room temperature. And in this octahedral form, the formula of borax is pentahydrate. This pentahydrate form is obtained when solution of borax is cooled up to 60 degree centigrade, means little higher temperature. And this is the jeweler's borax. You see that jewelers need borax to clean the gold ornaments and other things. And similarly, this is the borax glass. This is glassy mass, and this is the anhydrous form of borax, and it is obtained when this prismatic or this one is heated up to high temperature, or you can say greater than melting point of borax. जब हम इसके melting point से भी ज्यादा इसको heat करते हैं, then we get this anhydrous form of borax, and it is unstable also. Why? Because at room temperature it absorbs moisture and get converted slowly into prismatic forms, means hydrated forms. Next, if we take borax, in the aqueous solution it is little alkaline and it behaves like buffer solution. Why buffer solution? You know what are buffer solutions? Buffer solutions are the mixture of weak acid and weak base, and its solution is giving you one base and one weak acid. So we are getting buffer solution if we dissolve it in water, and this buffer will have pH greater than 7. Why? Because it has NaOH. Next, if it reacts with HCl, we get NaCl and boric acid, and again on reaction with sulfuric acid, it gives sodium sulfate and boric acid. It means on reaction with acids, it gives boric acid. Next, on reaction with ammonium chloride, this is very important property, it gives boron nitride, and sodium chloride, boric acid and water. Next, when it is heated, we saw that on heating we get borax glass also, but this heating is done, if it is done up to high temperature. So what happens? It gives anhydrous mass or Na2B4O7, means all 10 H2O are removed from here. Now if we heat it up to 740 degrees centigrade, then we get boric oxide and sodium metaborate. This is the glassy mass. If this is the experiment which we done in qualitative analysis of certain colored ions. How we perform? We take solution of colored ion, okay, and we dip this glassy mass. And how this glassy mass is obtained? We take borax solution and we dip the platinum wire and we heat it in the direct flame. Then we get one bead on the glassy mass on this filter, this platinum wire. This platinum wire is dipped in this solution of colored ions, and again it is heated in direct flame. So what we see, that volatile part of that salt, like in copper sulfate, volatile part is sulfur trioxide. It get evolved and we get copper metaborate. These metallic metaborates, not sodium metaborate. Sodium metaborate is transparent, but other metal जो है वो metaborates जो बनाते हैं, they are colored and their color is very much specific. With this specific colored beads we identify in qualitative analysis, and this test is called as borax bead test. It is very important in qualitative analysis. So we see that copper and cobalt give blue color bead. Means if we dip this platinum bead on platinum in the solution of copper and cobalt, and again we heat, then we find this bead is converted into blue color. Next, because we get copper metaborate or cobalt metaborate, and in case of iron and chromium we get green colored bead, and in case of nickel we get brown color bead. So these are the properties of borax. So we can see the interconversion of compounds of boron in this way also, that borax on reaction with acid HCl or H2SO4 give boric acid. Boric acid on heating gives boric anhydride or boron oxide, which on reaction with sodium or potassium means it get reduced and we get boron. Boron on reaction with nitrogen at high temperature it gives boron nitride, and this boric acid on heating up to 100 degrees centigrade give metaboric acid. Metaboric acid on heating up to 160 degrees centigrade give tetraboric acid. Pyroboric acid on strongly heating it gives boric anhydride. This boric anhydride in presence of carbon on reaction with halogen gives boron chloride, boron bromide, boron iodide, trihalides. These trihalides on reduction with lithium aluminum hydrides give boron hydrides. Boron hydrides can be obtained by reducing boron chloride with hydrogen by silent electrical discharge, and this boron hydride again get converted into boron chloride if we react this with excess of chlorine. And this boron hydride on reaction with NaOH gives sodium metaborate. This sodium metaborate can also be obtained by heating borax with NaOH. So this gives sodium metaborate. And this boron nitride also on reaction with NaOH gives sodium metaborate. So this is the interconversion. By this way you can memorize the properties and preparation of boron compound to some extent. This is the structure of borax. In this structure, we can consider that borax has formula Na2B4O5OH whole 4 and 8H2O. So we see that there are 4 boron atoms, out of which 2 boron atoms have this type of structure, means only 2 oxygen atoms are attached. This boron, you can see that this one oxygen, and this is OH. This boron also has this structure, that 2 oxygen and 1 OH. So both these boron atom have -1 charge, and this boron is tetravalent, 3 oxygen atoms and 1 OH. This boron, 3 oxygen atom and 1 OH. So this does not have, these boron have no charge. So overall this species has -2 charge, and this is satisfied by 2 sodium ions. So this is the structure of borax. These are the applications of borax. Borax is a very important compound that it is used in many industries like enamel for glazing, pottery, paper, playing cards. You see that there is a one special glaze. They slip over each other playing cards. So this glazing is done by borax. Secondly, borax is used in qualitative analysis for detection of cations. This is characteristics test for cations, borax bead test, and for optical glasses and for borosilicates in lab also. Practical labs we use heating glasswares, and the glass is made up of borosilicates. So for borosilicates we add borax also. And for flux in metallurgical processes, their ores sometimes after converting into oxides they may have acidic or basic impurities. So during their reduction process we use flux. So if there is a basic impurity, then we use acidic flux as boron oxide, and we use borax as a preservative. And washing powder and soap industry, we can prepare washing powders and soaps also. In leather industry, to clean leather from hides and to clean skin. And match industry, after glowing, to protect this matchstick. And similarly, stiffening of candles. If we do not add borax, then candles will be very soft, and in the little change in weather they may get D-shaped. So we add borax. Water softener, because hard water has calcium and magnesium salt, so it reacts with calcium and magnesium ion and give insoluble calcium borate and this magnesium salt. Secondly, lastly, this is used as a mild antiseptic agent also. So these are the applications of borax. Thank you.